That was a disclaimer. So I want to make sure everybody know that this channel is not here to hurt anybody. So now that we got past the disclaimer, let's get into the topic. Man, Jeanie Buss and the Lakers, allegedly, Jeanie Buss brothers wanted to sell their 17.8% stake in the Los Angeles Lakers, which would end Jeanie Buss as a manager and pretty end their family's ties to the team since about 1979. Somewhere in there. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 79, 70. Even when I'm wrong, 1979. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. No, I'm just playing. I'm just a little high. But anyway, like I was saying, Jeanie Buss is the one that her dad put her responsible over their trust, their stake in the team. So if all the other brothers want to sell, they have to get her to sign off as well. I think it's like 3 of them that got to sign off. That runs the trust. But apparently 5 of them either, I don't want to put no, false allegations out. Either 5 of them are just tired of the business and they want to take their money and go home, or they're out of money, or they're, sometimes things happen. People, get divorced, develop a habit, anything could happen. I'm not putting nothing out there in the atmosphere. So, but 5 of them wanted to sell. Jeanie Buss obviously does not want to sell because she came out and said she does not want to sell. So she has her lawyers trying to stop the sale of the Lakers because she's saying, she's alleging that they don't have the authority to sell without her. But this is when it gets ugly, when you have money. Here it is, you have a father who had a dream, and Dr. Buss, he had a dream, and he wanted to own a basketball team, did everything he could, worked his behind off to get it, leave it in a will for his kids, tell them he want to keep being a part of it. But now the other brothers, the sons, want to sell. And he knew to put it in the daughter's hands to try to, keep his legacy alive and do what he asked. But why would you want to sell something like that? The Lakers that he built so great, that's going to generate revenue forever, But $12 billion may be a good reason. But yeah, man, that's just crazy that they're siblings, but they got to go battle in court. And they're successful as all get out. Just imagine the families and how they're probably battling back and forth because they don't want to sell this property and get this revenue. Are they still hanging out? Are they still loving one another? Who knows? But this is the ugly side of having money. Michael Irvin, I got to do that story. I'll talk about that on the next video. But stay tuned to the next video. Matter of fact, we're going to get into the Michael Irvin one. But right now, we're going to show a video of Jeanie Buss and what's going on with this situation. Yes, this is a pre-record. If you don't know by now, this is a pre-recorded video. All right? Hit that like button. Stay with me because Jeanie Buss is about to let you know something.
Developing news here on SportsCenter. Earlier today, sources told our Shams Charania that the Buss family had agreed to sell its remaining 17.8% stake in the Lakers to new majority owners Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. If that transaction were to be completed, Jeanie Buss would no longer be the team's governor, ending the Buss family's ownership of the team that dates back to 1979. Our senior writer, Ramona Shelburne, is here with us for more. So, Ramona, you have some new developments. What can you share?
Yeah, we've just gotten a letter from Jeanie Buss's attorney saying that no sale of the remaining 17.8% Buss family shares can be effectuated without the consent of all 3 of the trustees. Okay, that's Jeanie Buss, Joey Buss, and Jeanie Buss. Now, my reporting is 5 of the siblings voted to sell this morning. Jeanie Buss did not vote to sell. And so she's contending through her lawyer that the 5 siblings who voted to sell do not have the right to do that, pursuant to a ruling in 2017 when this was also in court among the trustees. There was a coup that the older brothers tried to dislodge Jeanie from control. And so it's in the hands of the lawyers right now. I've reached out, obviously, to the two men who were going to purchase Mark Walter's shares. They have no comment right now. So that's Josh Kushner and Bob Iger. They have no official comment right now as this is developing. And so the question is, can the 5 siblings vote to sell the Lakers without Jeanie Buss's approval? My understanding is the vote opened last Tuesday. This is before news even broke that that Mark Walter was selling his shares, and that the 5 votes came in this morning, which is what Shams reported. And they have what's called a tag-along provision, Christine. And this is very legal, but this is where the fight is going to be. In the initial sale to Mark Walter, the tag-along provision, the other family members had a right to tag along to any sale if Mark Walter were to sell his shares at the same valuation that Mark Walter got. So that's the $12.5 billion. And so you have 2 different legal statutes here. The tag-along provision as part of the sale to Mark Walter, but the 2017 court ruling amongst the trustees that said no sale can go through without Jeanie Buss's approval. And right now, she is not approving or selling.
Okay, some very important context there that you just broke down. We know that you'll keep us updated with anything else out of LA. We'll wait to see what happens. Ramona Shelburne, thank you very much.
So, as you can see, Jeanie Buss is holding it down for her pops, man. You got to salute that. You got to salute that. It's unfortunate that their family is feuding like the way they are, because nobody wins in that situation. But you gotta give a shout out to Jeanie Buss for not trying to sell the Lakers and trying to hold on to her father's tradition. He did a great job in picking her. The Lakers, I was a Laker at one point. I still love the franchise. Even though they traded me, I still had a great time in LA, a great time with the organization. So yeah, man. But y'all hit that like button. Make sure you check out the next video. We're gonna be talking about Michael Irvin and his family, and the situation that he got going on in Miami. Because man, it get way deeper than you think. Everybody think they want to be a celebrity. Everybody think they want to have money until they get it. And then everybody put their problems on you. You know what I mean? They don't care if your kids eat. They don't care if your family eat. They just care that you take care of them. It's only $5,000. It's only $3,200. It's only this. And then you multiply that by 15 people and then times that by 15 times a week. And then by that time, you just be like, you know what? I'm not finna answer my phone. Just as soon as you come home, you just throw your phone in the drawer, go get you a cold one and watch you some TV. And you just don't even worry about it. Because it'll drive you crazy. It will. They'll substitute that money for who you are as a person sometimes. They'll act like you blocking them from their dream based on what you give them or what you don't give them. And they'll isolate you based on what you give and don't give as well. So it's a rough life. So be careful thinking about being a celebrity. A lot of these celebrities can't go outside. They're tormented. A lot of the friends don't like each other. The families don't either. So be careful. It's lonely at the top, okay? If you want to be lonely, keep working hard. Now let me stop. That's what it seemed like. But yeah, when you ain't got no money, everybody cool. Everybody was cool with me, boy. Shh. Get a little change. Everybody go to. Anyway, y'all have a blessed rest of y'all night. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone. Shout out to you, Jeanie Buss. Keep the Lakers franchise because the people love the Lakers. I'm gone. Salute to you, LA.